As if trying to buy a home in this market were tough enough already, foreign investors now are making the dream of home ownership in the Denver metro even tougher.
International buyers started flooding the market a few years ago, and analysts say that trend will continue this year.
So last year alone, foreigners invested $153 billion in U.S. homes, according to the National Association of Realtors, and more than $1 billion of that was right here in Colorado.
Denver 7's Russell Haythorne is going 360 on foreigners gobbling up homes in Colorado.
The mountains, the sunshine, the recreation. We all know what makes Colorado so special. Unfortunately, the secret's out. Not only do we know what makes our state great, but everyone in the world seems to know as well.
I think it's a great city. You make sun, blue sky most of the time.
Colorado has become a hotspot for international buyers. Analysts say U.S. real estate continues to look attractive to foreign investors who are in particular interested in states like California, Texas, Florida, and our Colorado.
If you're someone who sits around watching numbers, our numbers make sense.
So we're going 360 on foreign investors with what the investors are saying, what experts think, how it's impacting you as a seller, and what it means for you as a buyer.
The entry point is really tough for people.
We start with the experts who say the harsh reality is not only do foreign investors like Colorado, they're willing to pay 10 to 20% more than the property's value.
Knowing that our market is going in a positive direction, so on a $500,000 house, they're happy to pay $550,000. Just like that, without even thinking twice.
Lori Abbey with Remax Urban Properties says for these international buyers, it boils down to simple economics.
They look at economic indicators like the unemployment rate. We have one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country.
International buyers are looking to make money, plain and simple. David Williams is from the UK and saw a major opportunity to expand his property portfolio. He started investing in Metro Denver in 2010.
I've been happy ever since. It's really about how much cash flow I get in every month, but also, how much money I can make off this house. I bought my first property for $134,000. Now it's probably worth about $320,000.
So you're appreciating in value, and you're making money, obviously.
There's always issues here and there, but they're minor issues for what I'm making on the house.
He says the key is finding and keeping good tenants.
I'm not greedy with my rents. I keep my rents below market value, so I keep the tenant happy, I'm happy, and everybody's basically winning.
Experts say these international buyers are particularly attracted to certain parts of town. For example, the University of Denver. Why? Because it sits in the heart of the city and it has neighborhoods on all sides. There's a consistent rental market here with the rotating student population, and these areas aren't as susceptible to downturns and crashes in the market.
They like to be near a great school that's got a long-standing reputation that's not going anywhere.
David targeted Aurora.
I thought Aurora, close to Anschutz Medical Center, close to the light rail potentials going in. I thought it was a great area to invest in.
And that brings us to home hopefuls like first-time buyers Spencer and Caitlin Crawford.
It's just been a really hard process.
It's very competitive out there. Yeah. It's tough.
I've cried many times.
Already feeling squeezed out, international buyers are making it even more difficult.
These are offers that are $20,000 over asking.
Fortunately, the Crawfords finally found a home. And finally, for sellers like Kieran Browner and his wife Ashley, it's been a mind-boggling process.
We were amazed at the price we could sell it for.
They moved from Sloan's Lake to Golden, needing more space for their growing family. And while the selling came easy, the buying,
it's miserable and it's so competitive.
They sold less than 6 months ago.
We had multiple offers from investors, but we actually sold the house to a young couple.
And that's where you still may have the inside track, appealing to a seller as someone who can invest more than just money into a community.
That definitely made a difference, that we were selling it to a person rather than an investor.
Bottom line, international buyers view the Mile High City much like they did San Francisco and New York several years ago.
They see Denver as not being in a bubble, but as having all the infrastructure in place to be that next big city.
So perhaps take it from someone who knows the market well and get in if you can.
Everything's increasing, so you should have bought yesterday and you should buy today.
Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.
Oh boy, now I have anxiety after that, right? We want to hear from you and your thoughts about our hot housing market. Email us 360@thedenverchannel.com, or you can weigh in right now on the Denver 7 Facebook and Twitter pages.